Yes. You are coming along quite nicely. Just a little bit of this. And a touch of that. Now for a stir. Well, are you going to just stand there and watch me? Or are you going to come in so we can have a chat? How kind of Penelope to offer us witches a brewing space. Don't you agree? I'm glad to see that you received my message and were able to meet with me tonight. I won't be staying here much longer. Just came down to celebrate Yule and to do a bit of foraging in the Emerald Woods. There's a mushroom species that doesn't grow anywhere else in the Nether. It's quite useful for potions of the restorative variety. Enough about me. Let's take a look at you. Come closer. Do not be shy. You've been looking for me for quite some time. Have you not, human? Well, how could I possibly create a protection talisman for you if I did not know what I was protecting you for? Sure, I could create one for you that is generic in nature. But magic is far more potent when you have a clear desire in mind. My name is Eleanora, by the way, and I am willing to help you, human. The twins are quite intuitive, and for them to ask me for help, they must see something good in you. Still, while I do trust the judgment of my sisters, I am not so easily convinced. There is a reason humans were, and still are, banned from the Nether after all. She allowed that human to enter as well. And look what happened. I will not be the one to make that mistake, going against the law in such a way. You will need to pass a test. I believe this needs a bit of mermaid tears. That's better. Now where did I put my moon dust? Ah. There. It's ready. If you drink this, you will enter the dream realm of the Nether. A good friend of mine awaits you there. When you return, she shall have a message for me. That message is your test. Do you accept? Very well. Drink. Good luck. deity of dreams and truth, interpreter of the subconscious. Even Mother herself cannot hide her truths from me. Do you know why humans were banned from the Nether? Then let me tell you a story. Long ago, the Nether was open to all humans. We were arrogant, us, sons and daughters of the Nether. We believed humans to be cute, weak, non-threatening. We believed that by allowing them to see the magic of our world, they would feel indebted to us and worship us. And they did. For thousands and thousands of years. But we underestimated the pride of humanity and their desire for power. It was a mistake that would almost cost us everything. It began when a deity of our realm, named Eira, fell in love with a human, Marcus. Love between an earthling and an Itherian was forbidden. Mother felt it was too complicated. However, Ray and Marcus could not keep themselves away from each other. They led double lives, convinced that their love was worth any punishment they risked. Poor Rhea. She did not see that Marcus's love was not genuine. You see, Marcus was raised in a poor village. He grew up with nothing and longed for everything. His family had seen death from illnesses that could have been prevented. They had been mocked by those more privileged and seen far too many hungry nights. He had hoped that the love of a deity would bring him wealth and power. But Rhea was a lesser deity. She could not give him wealth or power. All she could give him was a small golden moon to symbolize her love. Eventually, from Rhea, he learned about the rarest gem in all of the Nether. A gem worth more than any gold or silver he could ever obtain. He spent years researching, doing everything he could to find this gem, all whilst still maintaining a loving facade with his lover. And then the puzzle he had spent so many years piecing together was solved. In the night he fled from his home with Rhea and journeyed alone to the center of the Nether to claim his prize. It is unknown whether or not he knew that his precious gem came at such an expense. But as he dug it out of the moist, cold soil, the Nether began to disintegrate around him, crushing him entirely. When he was found, it is said that he was clutching to his own heart, not the gem he had stolen, but Rhea's golden moon. Unfortunately, it did not end there. The entirety of our home shook with his betrayal. Ancient woods had been destroyed, killing thousands of elder trees. Homes and shops were buried, and lives were lost forever. Every Nigerian felt the weight of his betrayal, but no one felt it more than Rhea, who had watched in the shadows full of shame. Though she had been tricked, it was still she who had fallen in love with him, trusted him, and ultimately revealed Nigerian secrets. Even worse, her womb was now swollen with Marques's child. No longer able to bear the burden of her secrets, she ran to Mother and confessed everything, hoping to be forgiven and to have her guilt cleansed. But you see, Mother was mourning the loss of her own. The world she had created had nearly been shattered, and her own children's lives had been lost. She looked at Rhea with eyes blazing like molten lava, becoming even more furious when she saw that she was with the child, knowing whose child it was. She demanded that Rhea be rid of the child, or leave the Nether and never return. So Rhea left. She fled to Earth, and Mother closed being a deity of a different realm, did not bode well on earth for long. It is said that she held on long enough to give birth to a beautiful baby whose gender is unknown, and then she silently faded away into stardust. And the child, well, no one ever knew what became of them. Now that you have heard our story, immortal, I ask you, if you could go back in time and correct one mistake of Mother Rhea or Marcaius, what would it be? You're back? Huh. Well, a deal is a deal. Here is your talisman, human. It will not protect you from magic. It will only hide your human identity. No more and no less. Oh, no need. The message is your return. To be standing here in front of me means that you passed. Had you not, you would have been trapped in dream realm forever. Did I not mention that? Well, clearly you are meant to be here. Perhaps deep down, you already know why. Now please, I'd like to get back to my potion. Moonstone. Oh, yes. Esmera and Eira did mention. Well, it would be magnificent to have one in my possession. Perhaps you should save that for the day you meet our eldest sister, Ercilia. She will not take to your being here as kindly as we have, and she will not be immune to the talisman's magic. No one in my family is.